This has been a mission to try and set up. Okay guys, now I get a lot of questions about my hair on my Instagram, on my YouTube, everything. So I thought I would just talk about all the things that I use on my hair while I'm putting it on it. Okay, so the hair color. Biggest question I get, what's my hair color? Well, let me tell you. I use Aveda hair color. I wouldn't recommend using anybody else except maybe Schwarzkopf for a copper red that's really vibrant. I've been around, I've used a couple other ones. They are amazing. In between going to the hairdressers, when I just want a color top up, I use this Goldwell soft color 8K light copper blonde semi-permanent mousse, which just like brings up a bit of vibrancy. Okay, what else with my hair? I use this Aveda Nutri-Plenish leave-in conditioner. This is also a heat protectant. I use that every time I wash my hair. Yeah, basically that's it. Now in terms of my hair extensions, that's another thing I get a lot of questions about. I use Sitting Pretty Halo Hair. I'll show you. Is hair extensions on a fishing wire, which you put on your hair really, really quick and easy. And I'll show you how I do that. But I get a lot of questions about the color. Obviously, it's pretty much spot on to my hair color. They don't really do this red yet. However, they do a blonde. And because my copper is quite a golden red copper, I got I don't remember what color exactly, but I got one of the blondes. I took it to my Aveda salon and they dyed it for me so that it would be the same color as my hair. And I have it a little bit lighter than my hair so that the ends are kind of a little bit lighter. I have just washed this every now and then, maybe every like 6 months. I wash it and I put a little bit more dye through it because I style it so much. The color in it fades. I don't believe that this is the case with the Sitting Pretty Halo hair extensions for the other colors. Only mine because I've actually colored mine to match my hair. So to do that, I actually just use my Goldwell color mousse. I just put a little bit of that in there and it just puts a little bit more red into it and it's great. I wish that my hair dried like this. I wish I had like pretty waves. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to style my hair and I'll show you what I'm using for that. And I'm going to style this beautiful piece and I'll show you how I put it in my hair too. Let's get started. This little towel rack is amazing because I use it and I sit it there and I get my piece ready on there. It saves you because it's quite hard to do it when you're holding it. Like you need 2 hands to kind of do it. You can also use, I think maybe a coat hanger might work. So I just washed it. It doesn't really get knotty. I don't know how or why. I wish my hair was like that. Just gonna give it a quick little brush. Some other facts I forgot to mention about the Halo hair is that it is the thick version, so it's the thickest one that you can get because I wanted the really extra length, so that's why I got the thick one. Now, if you're thinking of getting a Sitting Pretty Halo hair extension, I really, really highly recommend it. I love it. I talk about it all the time. I love mine so much. I love it because it's one, easy to put on. It doesn't hurt with the clips. Also, honestly, sometimes it gets a bit hot and I get a bit over it, like towards the end of the night, and I'm just like, I just want to take it out and put my hair up or something. Literally, all you have to do is like, okay, just hair over the top, whatever. All you have to do is just take it out. And what I usually do is I twist it and I roll it up, and you can just put it in your handbag and then you can put your hair up. And I love that. I love that for me. Now to style my hair, I mean, I love this product. I don't think it's very good for your hair because it gets really hot, and I don't know if it's got like the safety stuff in it so that it doesn't burn your hair. It's probably why my hair feels a bit dry on the ends because I use it almost every day. The only thing is the one that I had just broke. I don't know, I just like stopped heating up, so I literally just had to go and buy a new one. I haven't even opened it yet, which is annoying because like it has all these pieces to it, and now I have like triple pieces or double pieces or whatever. But I absolutely love my Muck stick because I loved having the option of having like a big curl or a really little curl. It's amazing. I love this. I love it. This is not sponsored because I just told you that it was shit and it broke down and it didn't work for me, but now I bought a new one. But they're only $159 or something in Australia. Oh, look how fresh that is. All right, let's do this. Quick video is a good video. I'm gonna use the big one. This is one of my go-tos. The reason why I love this product so much is because it gets really hot and you can do your hair really quickly, which is usually the way that I'm rolling, is I'm doing stuff real quick. I don't want to undo it because I'm about to pack it and I kind of like it like that, but I'm gonna have to show you what I'm doing. The things I do for you. Okay, so what happens is look like this, and you just click your head that you want onto it, like just like that, and then you put it on. And there are all these different heats. With my hair, I have lots of hair. I have thick hair, but thin hairs, if you know what I mean. I have lots of thin hairs, so it feels thick, but they're quite thin. So I should really be using more like a 190, a 170, but I use the 210. This is degrees Celsius. I use the 210 degrees Celsius because I don't really have time. For the extensions though, I'm gonna use the 210 so that I can just get it done faster. This thing gets so hot that even if you accidentally nudge it the tiniest little bit, you will have the worst burn on your hand. So they do give you gloves to use. I don't use them. If you do burn yourself, under cold water straight away for at least 2 minutes, like freezing cold water, as cold as you can stand. It's just like curling your hair. You just take little sections and I curl half of it backwards and then the other half the other way. Okay, there is a lot of hair here, so this is gonna take a long time. Let's speed this up, see you at the other side. All right, so that's this done. And now I'm gonna curl my hair and I'll show you how I put it in. Again, probably not something to stick around for. Let's fast forward and I'll see you on the other side. I was filming for too long and it cut me off. Rude, Canon. Rude. Obviously it's still just a little bit, I don't want to brush it out. I don't want to run my fingers through it just yet, just because it's still cooling down. With curls, you want it to cool so that they find their place. I've done a really loose wave. I don't really need curls for today. If I was going for a tighter curl and I wanted some real volume in it, this is the product I use. So I use this Push Up Volume Powder 24-hour hold. Unbelievable volume, ultra light matte texture by Schwarzkopf. It's gone though, so oh my god, no, it's not. Ooh. I thought it was gone. Not gone. All in my face though. Really good. If I don't use that, I use dry shampoo. Just gives a little bit of texture. You can also use a texturizing spray, which I would love to try if anyone wants to send me some. Alternatively, I've just started using this NAC Hair Volume Foam, but you've got to put that in your hair when it's wet. Then you can style, blow dry and curl your hair like that. I've used it once and it was excellent. I didn't need to use any hairspray or anything because it just held it all. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I put the Sitting Pretty in. So I take my hair from about here and I basically go back into a halo around to the back, which gives me kind of like a little pony here, a little bit at the bottom, a little bit at the top. And then you can either clip that up or I just hold it. I grab my halo, I put it on, like so. And then you just drop your hair over the top. Then you want to take your hair, whoa, wow. It's just like immediate, isn't it? It's just like, wow. You're gonna take your hairbrush and you just wanna blend. Ideally, I would wait for my curls in my hair to have cooled a little bit more. But running a brush through it straight away is gonna make them fall out a little bit. But for the purpose of this, I will show you. So basically you really wanna focus on brushing. Oh, I can't even show you. Yeah, so here, where they kind of connect here, that's where you want to really focus on brushing and blending your hair in with it. Oh, I just love feeling like a mermaid. Little Mermaid, the Ariel. And you've got mermaid hair just like that. I bought the really long, thick one because I wanted the long mermaid hair. I also have another one which is shorter. So if I just wanted volume, I would go for that one because this one is quite long. I think the medium one, I think last time I got the medium and I had it trimmed. So I got the medium and it was still quite long and I had it trimmed up to about here, which is right now the same length as my hair because I kind of outgrew it. So I got a new one. Anyway, that is pretty much everything that I use for my hair. All about my color, all about my, oh, I do, one thing I missed. I use this treatment. I use Replens Moisture Mask Hydrating Treatment. I also love anything that is Kerastase. The Kerastase hair treatments work a charm on my hair and I love them. That's everything, guys. That's me and my hair. If you do have any more questions about what I use on my hair or my color or anything like that, any of the products I've mentioned, ask me in the comments. I'll answer. I've been answering all your comments as best I can and as quick as I can. Also, any feedback that you have, please give it to me. Open to it. Really new starting this YouTube thing, so if you do have some tips for me, open to that as well. Yes, I'm gonna put in the little description all of the products that I mentioned that I do use on my hair. Again, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.